Good girl, Bella. There's a good girl.
At his Richmond practice, Scott has a new client with a new dog. English Bull Terrier fanatic Wendy is helping out a friend by fostering 9-year-old Bella.
Come on, Bella.
Hello, you must be Wendy.
I am.
And this must be Bella, a bully. Oh, look at you. Look how gorgeous you are.
Beautiful.
Oh. I've always loved English Bull Terriers ever since I had my own. It was the first dog I had after I finished uni. His name was Zed. Looked like he'd rip your arm off, but as soft and sweet as they come. Oh, yes. Hey, perfectly kissable face, that one. I think if people haven't had a Bull Terrier before, they might look at them and just take them at face value and think that's an aggressive dog. But for people that know how wonderful a Bull Terrier can be, they're going to grab them and take them home.
She's loving the attention, isn't she? She's...
Bella was left without a home after her elderly owner passed away. And now Wendy is concerned about a lump she has found on the Bull Terrier's face.
We've come along to Scott for him to check her out today, and hopefully somebody will come along and snap her up. But I must say I'm melting a little bit for her.
Wherever this owner is, she is thinking that Bella is in the absolute right place with you. I can tell that.
I'm getting sort of like a little bit attached to her.
Oh, really?
Wendy is now seriously considering adopting Bella, but she is still grieving the recent loss of her last 2 Bull Terriers. Bieber was 11 years old, but Bubbles was just an 11-month-old puppy when she died unexpectedly.
And we had that deep pang within your stomach that you can't feel. You just can't feel it. And as soon as we saw Bella, it was like both of them have come to greet me. Well, I miss them so much.
Yeah.
And she's helped feel that pang. I'm going to start again, sorry. Excuse me. She's just amazing. Fostering Bella's really helped and really taken that dreadful emptiness, and the house seems like a home again.
After so much heartbreak, Wendy is hoping Scott will be able to reassure her that Bella has no serious health issues.
I was concerned about these lumps that's on her nose here, this one in particular.
This lump on her face is not normal.
No.
Has it grown? Well, I suppose you've only had her a few days.
I have noticed that it is slightly larger since Friday.
Well, I mean, I definitely think that if it's grown in just a few days, then it's definitely something that we need to address.
It was there, but not quite as prominent.
Okay.
Bella will now need surgery, so the lump can be removed and tested.
I feel that although your relationship is very new, that you need to take the brave step to consider having her under anaesthetic.
I was dreading you were going to say that, but I know it's got to be done. It's treatment that's got to be done, so thank you.
Poor Wendy, she's so invested in Bella already, but she's still in such a fragile state after losing her 2 dogs. I'm so glad that you're emotionally involved with her already, and I can see why. She's beautiful.
Got to get her sorted first.
Yeah.
Please.
And as far as this lump's concerned, I can't give any assurances that it's going to be good news. In fact, it could turn out to be cancer, and that's the last thing this wonderful woman needs. We're going to get you right. Yes, we are. We're going to get you right. Hey? We'll see if we can convince Wendy to have you, shall we? Yeah, shall we?
You getting everything ready?
Yes.
Got my gloves. You're gonna need them.
Gemma, what are those?
They're my gauntlets.
At Scott's Isleworth Clinic, Nurse Gemma and newly graduated vet Riaz are on duty.
Are we fighting with some wolverines today?
No, we're going to try and catch stray cats.
A family in nearby Hounslow, which cares for stray cats in the area, is now needing help to look after a newly born litter of 10 kittens.
So today we're doing a house visit for a lovely lady who's actually being a bit overwhelmed at the moment. So Gemma and I are bringing everything that we need together to go visit these cats. Gemma's also included a pair of what I can only describe as gauntlets. I'm not entirely sure what that means for the rest of this afternoon. Perhaps the cats are quite large, but we're going to have to go there and have a look. Oh, God.
This is your initiation at becoming a new vet.
I thought I'd just bring, like a muzzle or something and...
Good luck getting the muzzle on the wild cat.
The gloves are an extra precaution.
Oh! Bit me on the nose.
After Gemma's last feline encounter left her scarred.
I'm probably the worst cat catcher out of the whole team. I'm not sure why I've been chosen to go. I don't know if it's maybe a punishment from Scott. Maybe I've done something naughty.
Just to clarify, when we say we, I thought
You. You're gonna
I thought you were catching the cats.
No. You're gonna catch them, so I might lend them to you.
I didn't agree to this. I have no idea what I've got myself into, have I?
No. Should we go?
Let's do it. I'll grab the gloves.
Oh, and don't forget the cat box.
Good thinking, Gemma.
Because Riaz is a new vet, I don't think he quite knows what he's letting himself in for.
Off we go. Road trip.
Road trip.
Meet Bella.
Hi, Bella. An English Bull Terrier. I love English Bull Terriers.
They are fantastic, aren't they?
Look at her.
No, look at the tail on it.
I love how they just go in all directions.
Back in Richmond, nurses Emma and Sam are preparing Bella for surgery.
She's gorgeous. Look at this face.
The 9-year-old Bull Terrier has recently gone into foster care after her elderly owner passed away.
So she's got a little lump here, which we're going to be removing.
Poor Bella.
Yeah. I am quite worried about this lump on Bella's nose. I really don't know what it is right now, but I can't rule out cancer. I have removed the lump in its entirety, and that's brilliant. But now it's the agonising wait to find out what the pathologist at the lab has to say about it, and I really hope it's good news. Let's get you all settled into a nice comfy cage and then call your hopefully soon-to-be mummy. Yeah.
Oh, I think you need to get the gauntlets at the ready.
4 miles away in Hounslow, rookie vet Riaz and nurse Gemma are answering a call for help from a local family. They've been looking after the homeless neighbourhood cats since they moved to the area 10 years ago.
Riaz, I think we got the right house.
I think the cats have got us outnumbered here. As a newly qualified vet, it's slightly weird for me actually going to people's houses and seeing their animals for myself. Normally, we get the animals coming into clinic, but so far I've seen quite a varied caseload. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it, and it's nice to be out and about and actually getting my hands dirty with it.
There's another one over there. Hiya, I'm Gemma, and this is Riaz. We're here to see the kittens.
Oh yeah, the kittens are through this way.
Oh, brilliant.
Tara and her family are now also taking care of 10 stray newborn kittens and want to make sure they're all healthy.
The feral cats just congregate here because we leave food outside for our own cats, and most of the feral cats aren't neutered, so that's where the kittens have come from.
Oh, look at those. Oh my God, I'm gonna have so many cuddles. Oh, look at you. Hello.
So Tara, how many cats and kittens have you got inside at the moment?
So we've got 10 kittens here, and we have 10 feral cats outside, and we also have 10 cats of our own.
Oh wow.
Blimey.
That sounds like a lot of work for you.
It is.
Oh wow.
It's so wonderful that Tara and her family have taken on these cats and are looking after them so well. It's not the cat's fault that they were born on the street.
Right, time to find the first patient of the day.
Today, Riaz and Gemma will be giving general health checks, including free flea and worm treatments.
She's being such a good girl for this, isn't she? Well, do you want to hold her for me?
Absolutely. Hey, little one.
This one?
When the kittens are older, they'll also be neutered.
And that's the first patient of the day done.
Yeah. Roll on number 2.
Right, let's pop this little one in here. We'll get some friends for you in a second. Just shy of 700 grams, wow.
Hi.
Looking at these cute kittens, Riaz is not convinced Gemma's gloves will ever be needed.
Really strong heart.
Brilliant.
So far, their only problem is remembering which kittens have already been checked.
Gem and I came up with a plan, which is once we had wormed and given each kitten a health check, we'd put them in a box, which was hopefully too big for them to climb out of. Unfortunately, a few of the kittens managed to worm their way out of it. Pardon the pun.
Ooh, she's back out.
Oh. We've got a little escape artist, I think, Gem.
It's a disaster. It's not working. They get in, they hop back out again. So we're now trying to pick up and see which ones have been treated or not, and it's not easy. So we've done 9 of the 10 kittens so far, but number 10 is being a little bit more difficult. Come on, get in there, Riaz.
Oh, I can't see a bleeder back here.
I'm going to leave this last one that's being a bit difficult for Riaz.
At last, those gloves may just come in handy.
I heard it hissing, so I just got prepared, but I might need you to give me a hand moving there.
Oh, but I'm having cuddles.
Oh, Gem.
Look.
It's not fair.
So Riaz was very, very grateful of my gloves in the end for feisty kitten number 10.
I think we might actually have to move the washing machine out. Oh, here he comes. Here he comes. Here he comes.
Yes, good catch, Riaz.
Right, Gem, just pop my ears in for me, and sounds fit and healthy.
Let's just worm him first.
Let him go.
Yeah.
That's enough bother for him for one day.
It's great that we get to do a bit to help the community and help these stray animals and help Tara's family, really.
Inspired decision to bring the gauntlets.
I told you we need them. You laughed at me.
I take it all back.
See, now you appreciate my gauntlets.
Yeah, I should never have doubted you.
With the health checks complete, the next step is to find them all new homes.
Leah, our receptionist, is actually looking for a kitten, and I suspect that there might be a little tiny one here for her.
Go. Hiya.
Oh, hi. Hi,
Here she
Bella,
is.
darling. Oh,
Here we
pop
go.
it.
At the Richmond practice, Bella has just recovered from an operation to remove a worrying lump from her face.
Oh, what have you been through?
Foster carer Wendy has only had the 9-year-old bull terrier for a few days, but is already becoming attached.
I've been sort of panicking a bit, worrying, and like you do when your dog's actually in the vets. So I've been treating it as if she is mine, but it really gets to you. Was the lump suspicious at all?
It was a fibrous lump, but very difficult to say if it's malignant or benign at this stage.
Just got to wait for the results then.
You've got to wait for those results.
Yeah, let's keep fingers crossed then.
The question now is whether Wendy will decide to keep Bella.
All right, then, Scott.
Let's hope
Thank
for
you.
some plain
Well, I
sailing
shall
from
hang
now
on
on.
to it anyway until she's fully recuperated, don't worry.
Please
She's
do.
not going anywhere at the
She
moment.
needs your love, Wendy. She needs it.
I know, she's not going anywhere for the moment anyway. Bella, beautiful girl. She is actually part of us already, even though we're just fostering her. And I will treat her over the next few weeks as if she is ours.
Bye, gorgeous girl.
It's lovely seeing you, thank you.
It's going to be a tough few days for Wendy as she waits for the results from the lab. But if it does sadly turn out to be cancer, I honestly don't know how Wendy will cope.
Come on then, Bella. Let's get you to the car, poet.
In Isleworth,
Oh, Paloma, what are you doing? Are you taking a rest?
boutique owner Laura is hoping Scott can give her very special rescue dog a healthy new life.
She is an absolute beautiful dog, like an Egyptian goddess. And she has such poise and grace. She's just a delight.
This exotic-looking dog is a Podenco from Spain. In their homeland, the breed is often treated with shocking cruelty.
They are not considered pets. They are bred purely for hunting rabbits. They're starved because the perception of the hunter is if the dog is starved, it will hunt better. As soon as the season is off, they dispose of them by either throwing them out on the streets or even worse, they throw them down ravines and unspeakably, they hang them off trees.
Paloma was one of the lucky ones after she was rescued and taken to a Spanish pound. The Podenco was suffering from a broken leg that had never been treated.
I assume the hunter obviously couldn't care less about her health and just let it sit as is. Once realizing that she couldn't hunt, he dumped her.
The lower joint and the upper joint are not affected, but we've got a twisted leg.
A local vet then refractured and straightened Paloma's leg with a metal plate.
I applied to adopt Paloma. As soon as she arrived at the door, she was just delightful, so happy, loving and jumping, and so glad to be here. And it was just wonderful. Are you a happy girl now that you're here?
Paloma is now settling in well to her new English life, but Laura is worried she may still have a problem with her leg.
Lately, there is a slight limp after she runs quite a bit in the park. We're going home. That's why I've contacted Scott. Just I wanted him to check her over just to make sure there's nothing very serious. Hello, Scott. How are you?
I'm very good, Laura.
Good to see you.
How's our beautiful Spanish princess? Hola!
Well, here she is.
¿Cómo está?
Having a rest.
Bit tender there, you can see.
Concerned.
She's saying, in the nicest possible way, get off, aren't you? Hey? So there's definitely a bit of restriction in the movement of her wrist joint, her carpal joint there. It just doesn't quite go back as far as it should. The old fracture site and where the plate is holding the cut together is just here. I can feel it under the skin, and we can see a little rub mark there where there's actually I can feel a screw underneath. Sometimes hardware like this plate has to come out, and sometimes the body wants to get rid of it. Laura's telling me that Paloma's limp is getting worse, and there could be a lot of reasons for that. It could be a complication to do with the plate itself or residual pain from the original injury that she suffered. And the last thing that poor Paloma needs is more surgery, considering the shocking history that she's had. Can we take a few x-rays of you? Thank you. I'm going to take that as a yes. Hey?
Paloma, where are your manners?
Hey, I know. You're a bit of a flirt, aren't you, really?
Oh.
Hey? Are you a bit of a flirt? Yes, is the answer to that. Yeah, me too.
But before heading into the clinic, Laura has another unusual patient for Scott, a hedgehog.
Wow, she's amazing.
This is Polly.
Wow, Polly and Paloma, the oddest of odd couples ever.
Absolutely. I've had her for 2 years. She's blind, and she's part of the family, and it's absolutely delightful.
What's going on with her anyway?
Well, I wonder whether she has a bit of lungworm. She has been wheezing and coughing, so I thought I might as well ask Scott to take a look at her.
Should we bring your little spiky sis? Should we? Hey, bring your spiky sis to the vet practice.
Yep.
All right, let's go.
Let's go.
Come on, Polly's coming with you. Good girl.
So Scott now has 2 patients to investigate, and they're all getting a lift with him to Richmond. Meanwhile, at the practice, Manager Maz is overseeing a very important event. The old manual X-ray machine is finally being retired.
It's going to make a huge difference having the digital X-ray machine in. It's a lot faster, it's shinier, it takes up a lot less space.
Maz only told me this morning this was happening. I'm really excited for the digital X-ray. I've been asking for one for ages.
Nathan, I'm sure I sent you an email about it.
It looks very tight.
But first, the old model has to make way, and Nathan's been roped in to do the heavy lifting.
I really don't think it's going to go. Like, I'm really sure it won't. Dave, you've got an untied shoelace, so be careful.
I've seen it. Yeah, thank you. Very kind of you. Give me the back end of it, Nathan.
Nathan does get the dirty jobs, unfortunately. If you've ever seen Scott Miller try and put a shelf up, you'll know why Nathan is the go-to guy for pretty much anything that needs to be done.
Made it.
I told you you would.
I wasn't going to let you down.
But Nathan's busy day is far from over.
I've just got to complete the network connection.
He now needs to assist digital X-ray technician Andrew with the setup of the new machine.
Right, so Nathan, once you've got a solid green light, that means the system is ready for use. What are you going to X-ray?
I think I'm going to try the stethoscope
Oh, we haven't
first.
got an animal.
Sorry.
Not here at the moment.
Oh, no. OK, well, the stethoscope will have to do.
Oh, really cool test, Maz.
Nathan's the kind of guy who plays things quite close to his chest. He doesn't sort of let you know too much when he's kind of happy or angry or anything like that. But I would say without a doubt, the digital X-ray has definitely excited him.
X-ray.
That's it.
But can it live up to all the hype?
God, that quality is amazing. God, look Look at it, you can literally see everything. Be honest, you're very excited right now, aren't you?
It is like Christmas.
You're such a geek.
I know.
That's insane.
With the X-ray machine up and running, Scott's about to christen it with a real animal, Laura's rescue dog, Paloma.
Here we are.
Come on then, girls. Through we go. Come and say hi to Auntie M.
Hi, Paloma.
Ah,
Hello, how are you?
there we go. Keep it nice and comfy. Yes, because we're going to sedate you and have a look at that leg, aren't we, sweetheart?
Scott and head nurse Emma want to know what's making Paloma still limp, after a plate was inserted into her leg to fix a fracture.
Let's hope we don't find anything too bad.
Oh, Paloma, you're so brave. What a brave girl you are.
Laura adores this dog. She's so protective over her now. I think she just wants her life to be beautiful.
Good girl.
It's quite emotional, actually. I feel very emotional at the moment. Because she just looks so vulnerable.
Okay, ready?
Okay.
But hopefully everything will be fine.
X-ray. Poor Paloma has been through hell and back. She's had major surgery, and now I'm quite fearful that the plate seems like it could have moved, causing some discomfort. And the worst case scenario is that she might have to go through yet another surgery. The detail on that is absolutely useful, isn't it?
That's amazing.
At the Richmond practice, the new digital X-ray machine is already earning its keep.
What we can see is very clearly where the old fracture was.
Scott and head nurse Emma have taken X-rays of rescue dog Paloma's front leg to work out whether she needs surgery to fix a nasty limp.
So this is where whatever horrible thing had happened to her, that's the damage caused.
The 1-year-old Spanish Podenco broke her leg as a puppy and was abandoned.
And then the Spanish vets had to then basically cut it and twist it and then replate it. And that's what this steel plate is doing here, is just holding that in place.
The question is whether the plate used to repair it has moved and will need to be surgically removed.
Poor girl.
So that's not a particularly attractive fracture site. When I think about everything that Paloma's been through, the terrible neglect and how she coped with what would have been an excruciating injury, it really makes me realise how brave and how dignified this beautiful dog really is.
New owner Laura is anxiously waiting for the results.
Right, so Paloma's doing very well. Emma's just monitoring at the moment, but the X-rays are showing some really good news, actually. The fracture site, although it's not particularly attractive, it's healing, it's doing the job, and the plate is also doing its job, so that's not the problem. But what I have found is that there is some tightness in the ligaments to the foot. During the time that she was injured, the ligaments of her wrist have contracted like that because she lifted her leg off the ground for who knows how long until that healed. And as a result, now she's trying to run normally and have all the flexibility you would normally expect from those ligaments, and it's just not there. So the key treatments that we need to consider is laser therapy. Now, I know that sounds a bit out there, but it can work really well in these cases. So alongside physio, which will increase the flexibility of that joint. Okay, so no surgery needed. That's great news, but there's still a huge amount of work to be done to make sure that Paloma's leg moves freely. But I know she's got an incredible owner in Laura who's very dedicated, very determined to stick to the plan to make sure that her beautiful dog leads a pain-free future. And now we just need to give her a bit of therapy, a bit of love, and I'm sure she's going to come right.
That's a relief.
Yeah.
That's a real big relief.
Yeah.
Hey, big kisses today.
Close by in Isleworth, another of Scott's patients, Astro, is scheduled for his regular eye examination. Owner Louise, an Australian expat, rescued the 13-year-old cat 7 years ago.
Astro's my little mate. He's adorable. I'd do anything for him. So what's going on today, for goodness sake?
Right from the start, Louise knew he was no average house cat.
First started to realise Astro was a little bit strange when I'd let him out. Yes, boy, go for a walk. He'd go off wandering, but he wouldn't come back. And I could never find him. And inevitably, I'd get a phone call saying, your cat is in my house. So I'd have to go around and pick him up. And people just fell in love with him. It's ever so strange.
There's almost nowhere Astro hasn't been in the neighbourhood. He's welcome at the bowls club and the kids' playground. He even gets a seat on the bus.
Come on.
But his favourite haunt is definitely the local pub.
How's Astro today?
Now, though, Louise is worried Astro's exploring days may be numbered. As a kitten, he contracted cat flu, also known as feline herpes. There is no cure, and when the virus flares up, it infects Astro's left eye. The danger is, if the damage continues, Astro may need that eye removed.
I'm worried about what life he will have if he loses his eye. He loves to go out and wander. I don't want anything to hamper that.
Today, Louise is hoping Scott may have a treatment plan to help her famous cat.
It's a good boy, eh?
Okay, so that's Paloma done. So let's have a look at Polly then, shall we?
Back at Richmond,
here,
while
gorgeous.
Paloma the Podenco sleeps off her anaesthetic,
Oh, look at you.
it's time for her prickly housemate Polly to have her turn with the vet.
Isn't she marvellous? Isn't she?
She's adorable, isn't she?
Isn't she?
Owner Laura is concerned the hedgehog may have picked up a lungworm parasite.
I'm just going to see if she'll let me have a listen. Good girl. I might never get this back again. It's absolutely incredible, actually, to hear a hedgehog's heartbeat. But what I can hear is what we call a dry rail, like a
Wheezing,
Is that what you're hearing?
Yes.
So it wouldn't surprise me if she has a bit of a lungworm burden here. She does, of course, eat slugs in the garden, and slugs in this area are very known to have lungworm.
Right.
So that's how dogs and cats get them as well. Lungworm is a parasite that's spread by slugs and snails, and they're the favourite treat of a hedgehog. Now, normally they're pretty resilient to that sort of parasite, but when they're a little bit unwell, they can be coughing up blood and the parasites and can be life-threatening. So what we're going to give her is this white paste. Whenever I've given it to hedgehogs before, it looks a little bit like when a 2-year-old gets an ice cream for the first time. It's
I
just
can
everywhere.
imagine.
So it will be quite a messy thing, but hopefully she'll have some of it and it'll help to knock off those nasty parasites. You're not going to make this easy for me at all, are you? Good girl. It's actually quite useful because she's bitten onto the end of the syringe.
Oh, yeah.
So she's let me get that in.
The medication should clear up Polly's lungworm immediately.
Good girl.
As for Paloma, she will soon begin the laser therapy to help get full movement back into her lame leg.
I'm really hopeful that Paloma will make a great recovery and she'll be playing around in the park with all of her friends very soon.
Okay, thank you very, very much.
Good luck with Polly and that medication.
Oh,
That'll be fun.
My little prickly baby. Thank you
ya.
very much.
Bye,
Thank you,
Laura.
Scott. Bye-bye.
Bye, Paloma. Bye, Polly. You know, normally when clients are here, I never want to rush them out the door, but today my mind's elsewhere. There's something downstairs that I really want to spend some special time with.
Hello. Hi.
It feels nice. Very nice. This definitely is veterinary porn. Oh, man. I'd imagine if anyone had heard Emma and I talking and they couldn't see what we were talking to, they'd be concerned. Look at the detail on that.
I want to lick it a little bit.
Oh, need to get a cold shower now. She's pretty sexy. Mm-hmm. You're a beautiful, beautiful thing.
Good boy. Come on.
In Isleworth, Astro is making his way to the practice
Astro.
with Louise in his wake.
Astro, come on.
It's the normal leisurely
Astro.
trip as the intrepid explorer makes new friends.
You don't get a haircut today. I've had cats all my life, but I've never had one like him.
In you come.
Hey, Astro.
Good boy. Hello, buddy. Whenever we see cats coming into the practice, they come in a cat basket. But never do they stroll in by choice on their own.
Come in and see Scott. He's not that bad.
It's absolutely incredible. Every time Astro comes into the practice, you can't help but smile. This is an extraordinary cat. Good boy. I haven't seen him for a little while, and I must say his eye isn't looking that great today, is it?
It weeps on and off, and that white bit has got larger.
Astro suffers from feline herpes, and each time the virus attacks his left eye, it's doing more and more damage to his vision.
And one thing I noticed is he can't see very far away.
Yeah.
Like, maybe 20 feet.
Mm-hmm.
He can't see me.
Yeah, and that's concerning, isn't it, from his outdoor exploits. He needs to see where he's going.
Yeah.
The concern I've got is that the changes that I can see on the surface of his eye might actually impede his independence. Astro needs 20/20 vision to get around the neighbourhood, but right now I'm really worried that he could actually lose his sight. The eye is far from normal.
Oh, Astro, can't go out, hey?
Scott is carrying out his regular eye checkup on 13-year-old Astro. He's already discovered more scarring on the cat's left eye, which could threaten Astro's legendary adventures in the local Isleworth area.
Today on examination of Astro's eyes, I can see that he has got some ulcers again, which are a little bit sore and of concern, and so I'm going to be treating those. But the good news I can deliver is, with the right management and time, we'll get on top of this corneal ulcer like we have before. But it is looking more and more abnormal. I'm just really concerned that if his vision continues to deteriorate, it makes it more and more difficult for him to keep himself safe.
Do you think he can see out of it?
He can. You know what it'd be like? It would be like if you got your glasses, you took them off, you went, and you put them back on again.
Oh, so
it's like looking through mist. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
For now, Scott will treat Astro's ulcers with antibiotics and continue to monitor him regularly.
Louise, I know how much you love this cat and how much he means to you.
Yeah.
I mean, this cat really is one in a million. He is so special, and he just deserves the best of care. We need to ensure that this guy keeps doing the extraordinary things that he does.
He loves life, he loves it. So I'd like to see him have it at its best.
Well, let's go and get the best for you, shall we?
Get me fixed.
Shall we get the best for you?
So I'm not quite speaking to you yet,
No.
Scott.
Hey.
Almost.
You're a bit mad at me, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're a bit mad.
Come on, this way.
Just 2 days after Paloma's x-rays, Laura has not wasted any time organising cutting-edge treatment to ease the stiffness in her Podenco's leg.
Hello, Lara. How are you?
How are you?
How's our girl?
Not bad, not bad.
Okay, well, now we're going to up the ante a little bit with laser therapy.
Oh, wonderful.
All right, I'll take her off your hands
Thank
and
you
I'll
so
see you
much.
later.
Okay.
Cheers.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Come on,
Thanks a
gorgeous.
lot. Bye-bye.
Good girl. Laser therapy is fantastic for Paloma because it'll help her to break down any scar tissue that might be present in the leg, but at the same time it reduces inflammation, it can reduce pain, and it stimulates cell formation and regeneration. All great things when you've suffered with a chronic injury. Here we go. To Leah. So if you just give her a little hold there.
Receptionist Leah is going to help Scott during the laser session.
It does need 2 people, and those 2 people need some crazy glasses, and Leah was more than happy to try some on.
I think I'm going to go for the middle ones.
Really?
Yes, please.
Surprising. Build a chic.
I know, bigger the better. How do I look?
You look like you're about to do a spot of welding.
Well, I'm a woman of many talents.
I bet you are. All right, I'm going to sort of go for like triathlon style. What do you think?
Excellent, it just worked.
Thank you, Leah. What do you think, Paloma? Do I look like a plank? Hey? Yeah? All right, let's just sort your laser out now, shall we? So what we're going to be doing is just using this little machine, and what we're going to be doing is for about 6 minutes just putting a laser onto her leg.
So can she feel any of that?
She might feel a little bit of tingling, and she might feel a little bit of warmth as well.
Okay.
She don't seem to be bothered by it though, do you, sweetie? Hmm?
You are good. You're being such a good girl. You are. It was my first time seeing the laser machine. I'm actually surprised how sort of gentle it was and
didn't really affect Paloma in the slightest. It was really good.
Hopefully what it's going to do, more importantly, is just try and heal and improve any scar tissue that might be present. Just get a little bit more flexibility in this joint so you can run like a gazelle. That's what we want, isn't it?
Hey.
There you go, Paloma. That wasn't too bad, was it? Hey, wasn't too bad. The fashion wasn't bad either. Hey.
Oh, good girl.
9-year-old Bella is settling in beautifully with her foster carer, Wendy.
Everybody falls in love with her when they see her and all want to come up and greet her, which is very unusual with an English Bull Terrier because a lot of people will cross the street from you.
But Scott is dropping by today with some important news that could affect Bella's future adoption. 4 days ago, he removed a lump from the Bull Terrier's face, and Wendy is hoping the test results will rule out cancer.
Well, that scar looks beautiful, Wendy. I'm happy with that.
It looks great, actually.
So, it's a mixed bag of news regarding the lump.
Right.
Okay. So, what do you want to hear, the good or the bad?
Bad, please.
Okay. It is a malignant, a nasty type of tumour. Okay. It's called a sarcoma.
Right.
But thankfully, with sarcomas, they're graded on a spectrum from not too bad to dreadful.
Right.
Luckily, hers is a grade 1, so it's a not too bad type of tumour.
Okay.
But the good news is that the surgery was able to remove the tumour completely, and the pathologists have told me that the chances of it returning are very low.
Brilliant.
Right.
That's good news. That's really good news. Yeah. Isn't that good, Bella? That's good.
You happy with that? So it's great news for Bella. It proves that she is now cancer-free. She hopefully can live a long, full life.
And finally, Wendy has made up her mind about adopting Bella.
I think you talked us into keeping her.
That's amazing.
So, yeah.
That's so good, because I tell you what, it was dangerous. If you didn't take her, I think I might have had to.
I knew you would, and I thought he's not having her.
Oh, that's wonderful news. I'm so happy for you, and I'm so happy for her. I think you're going to make an absolutely beautiful team.
Hope so.
And I know that you're going to give her the lovely life she deserves for however long you have her for.
It was just like it was meant to be. It's just like it was meant to be. It's like she's been sent to us. We've got to keep her because we just love her. Go find it. Good girl.
It brings me so much joy to be involved in something like this where I can actually help an owner and a dog find their match. It's absolutely the ending that this dog deserves.
Good girl.
What are you doing? You can't jump up here. You can't.
3 weeks later, Isleworth receptionist Leah has brought along a new assistant.
It's been very difficult trying to keep an eye on her while I'm trying to work. She's been climbing over the keyboard. She's in one place, turn around, she's in another place. Are you helping?
The curious kitten is one of the 10 strays that were recently health checked by Riaz and Gemma.
Hi. She's a very adventurous kitten. She's climbing, exploring, very, very nosy. When I heard about this kitten from Gemma, I knew I had the perfect home for her.
Has Auntie Lily got a surprise for you?
Leah's sister Sam and 2-year-old niece Delilah have just arrived to meet their new family member.
Hello.
Look!
Who's that, Dee?
Delilah, look what I've got. Okay. Look!
Is that your new cat?
Yeah. Do you love her?
She's so gorgeous.
I know, she's so cute, isn't she?
Leah's made Delilah so happy today. I know she's going to be over me with the new kitten.
What are you going to call her, Delilah? Shira. That's a pretty name. Delilah has decided to name the kitten after one of her favourite cartoon characters, so her name is now Shira. Do you love her? Yeah, you do. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Is she getting you hairy? Yeah. Are you brushing it off? You don't want to ruin your outfit. Brush it off.
Oh, I love her.
Have you got 2 cats now? Shh, don't tell anyone. Is this the last cat we're getting, yeah? That's one more to the collection. Have fun. Say thank you to Lily. You're welcome, Dee Dee. I'm so happy that this kitten is going to Sam and Delilah because I know they're just going to give her the best life. She really has gone to a great home. Gently. Good girl.
And what would you like to drink today, huh? Milkshake, maybe?
There's also good news for another
nice
cat.
cocktail.
Isleworth icon Astro.
Great news for Astro is with all the medication that we've been using, his herpes condition is now under control and his vision for now seems improved. So for Louise, it means she can be confident, he can roam around his neighbourhood, and long may the king of Isleworth reign.
As long as the cat doesn't creep down in the night and help himself to my beer.
You like a drink, don't you, Astro? I'm looking after him. He looks after me. He means the world to me.
Oh, it's not a thing you see every day, is it? Cats walking around in pubs. That's what he does. That's true. On another planet.
Yeah.
Come on.
Hi, Laura. Good to see you.
And you. Mwah.
Hello, beautiful Paloma. Ignoring me.
She's too busy having fun.
As for Paloma, after weeks of laser treatment and physio, the Podenco's leg is much improved.
She does really seem to be walking brilliantly well.
Oh, yeah, totally. She runs. I haven't seen a limb.
Paloma's looking fantastic. She seems so comfortable. She seems to be running so beautifully well. And it does seem that all the hard work that Laura has put in with regards to the physiotherapy alongside the laser has really made a difference.
Yeah, absolutely. Good. She's loving life. Has lots of friends and she loves the park so much. It's hard for me to get her to come home.
Hello, baby. Hello, gorgeous. Good girl.
Paloma is very grateful to have been saved, and she shows me every day through love, affection, and sometimes mischievousness, but that means that she's feeling at home and safe. And obviously that makes me very happy.
I really admire Laura's passion for animal justice. When she heard about the plight of Spanish Podencos, she didn't just stand by, she did something to help. This woman is a real rescue warrior, and I feel privileged to be able to have helped her with her cause. Well, Laura, I'm so proud of what you've managed to achieve with this dog, and she's looking great, she's running well, she's got lots of friends, and she's got a loving owner, so what else can we ask for?
And I'm proud of you.
Oh, well, thank you. Let's hug it out.
Oh.